Wonder Woman was always based on woman power. It
Yeah,
was
but
always based on that.
true, but not at the expense of tearing down men.
Yeah,
But
true.
there were so many political um issues all over that movie. It was really honestly them kind of based off Donald Trump and the if you know born big and have enough sense, you'll know say this was a politically driven movie. You understand me? So I'm like, okay, why this movie have to be rooted in a I said to Mortal Kombat too, if you have sense, you can see the political issues in the movie. Just say
There you go.
I'm just saying, sir.
Yo,
Just,
no, that the whole time we press recording and Dario was just like, will this nigga ever stop?
I'm enjoying the rant, you know.
No, I know that. You can't imagine when we start for Mortal Kombat, Bradshaw go take the floor for himself.
yeah, I'm right.
Anyway,
Movie.
Let us begin.
Movie more about my money, you're lucky. Anyways, go on talk.
anyway, as I was saying, good morning, good evening, good night, good afternoon. Beautiful people, welcome to another episode of Controversial Topics. We're taking a break, a hiatus from the broad topic of
From
relationships.
everyone's favorite
because-
#1 love channel of relationships, feed controversial topics of Rajiv Hart and Mr. Bradshaw, the legendary activist Dario Dowie, Loverman himself, and Mr. Doctor, the so-called self-proclaimed asshole. So,
Oh,
gentlemen,
do you guys like my new shave?
yeah, man,
Yes,
him a do it for a
yes.
The
specific
shake
person.
smooth like a newborn. It
You
could
look
be
like
anyway.
somebody. You
Yeah.
look like
The
somebody.
area who like the side fade.
Wow, second man coming with them argument today. I go on tonight.
Sorry, what I'm saying?
A second man bring up that argument there if you pay attention. First man
What
a
did he
doctor
say?
now. Oh, okay.
I'm ask who like the side fade.
Rajiv, you're low again, bro. You're using the mic.
Are you alone at you me saying you know that?
All I can say, gentle people, she's thicker than a snicker. That's all I can say.
What's going on? What are you guys talking about? I'm lost.
Oh, we are talking about you well shaved and things, so we are saying, oh, thicker than a snicker will definitely appreciate the good shape up and all these things to look like a, you know?
They say Doc him should have relax. And that's
Yo,
the
the man put on water and iron out and flash at one time, she drop a ground. Dead. Yo, Heart, I love my brother. Heart.
All of my hate. All of my hate. All of my hate.
Yo, but anyways, gentle people. So, I don't know about the next one, you know, but I tortured myself to watch through those two abominations called movies such as F9 and Mortal Kombat. Bradshaw, don't say anything yet, please. Now, I'm going to say this once, and I don't care who wants to bex. And if a man wants to take me on the comment section when this video is posted, by all means. F9 is as a matter of fact, every movie after F7 is a disgrace to Paul Walker's legacy. The Mortal Kombat movie is shitting on the games that we love. Yes, Dario, you have a question?
I haven't watched any of these movies.
Don't worry. When we speak about them, you'll feel as if you went to the theater, watched it, and had to claw your eyes.
The thing is that at first I felt left out.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is that at first I felt left out because I haven't watched any of these movies. And I just wasn't in the mood to watch any of them. But now it's like I'm kind of glad I didn't watch them because like wasting the money on going to the theater or wasting the space to download it or something.
I thought when we had Dragon Ball Evolution, that was the lowest a movie could ever sink. But somehow, last year, Bender decided to want to outdo it somehow. And
I never watched that.
I know the worst thing? It sort of redeemed itself with the last bit there, but it still was shit. Then Death Note, the American version, decided to say, oh, let's take one of the most famous anime and make it Americanized and make Light a complete dumbass. But then, the female activists, the SJWs and everyone in between decided that Wonder Woman 1987 must have been for the women. But let's not stop there. Let's make Fast and Furious a series that is so well known. Let's make the man who literally died in a car crash underneath a car or pinned and tell you about how it was a plan. What? And let us not even go into 365 days, which is literally. You know what?
You know what? That's the problem. Movies are
365 days.
Let me say this.
Movie?
Let me say this. I'm going to say this, and this is going to be a bit controversial, gents. But let's be all the women who praise that movie and like it. They're the same ones who were screaming about justice for Candice Jackson. Guess what? It's the same thing. Whoops.
Isn't 365 the movie when the chick got Stockholm syndrome or some shit?
Yep. But anyways, let us get into it then. So, Rajiv, which movie do you want us to start with? Because I want your pick first. And don't pick Mortal Kombat because we are saved that for the middle part, sir.
Listen to me. 365 was shit. Sorry, some even watch that. I'm gonna watch none of the side movie because I decide to say, I'm not go put myself to the car. You get me? I won't torture myself like you guys. So, I don't watch Mortal Kombat. I don't watch Fast 9 yet. I never watch Year
By the way,
because from Mr. Little, I'm realizing shit.
Can we add Aladdin to the list though?
No. Aladdin could have.
I haven't watched that either.
I haven't watched it to be honest, but I heard it was very on the 50-50 side with a lot of people.
Sir, you've ever heard of the term snooze fest? Oh my God. Within
Honestly.
5 minutes. Listen me now, within 5 minutes. Let me show you how bad it is, right? I literally bought 3 tickets for this very premier AMC movie theater that has like a readjustable, I think I mentioned this, readjustable seats where you can move the divide and you and your whoever can lie down and throw a sheet over. You understand me? I fell asleep within 5 minutes of the movie start.
Yo.
I woke up and fell asleep again. Sorry, Raji.
He just tired.
Sorry about it. That's pass me thirst.
But listen to this, Aladdin. Me get Aladdin at 7.5.
You get a what?
Actually,
I have a strange feeling this is a rum episode.
Oh my God.
Yes, it definitely is because we're going to
explain yourself.
I got rum Campari and white wine.
Hey,
listen on.
Hold on already. No, me just give you the context for we go do this because we don't want to get out of hand because we know say Martha come back, go have to get 1 hour minute for we talk about. So here's how we go do this. See? So we are start off with Aladdin. Me I give you and Bradshaw at least 40 minutes for 200 dissect 200 points.
I don't need so much, believe me.
Listen to me.
I don't need so much.
Some of the storyline in off track, yes. But the graphics, the music part of it, the story part about Aladdin in actually on point. So me give it a 7.5. It ain't good. And me's a man that watch movies. So if me say a movie good, it ain't actually worth watching. Not like Mortal Kombat shit. Anyway.
Alright, so can I weigh in on said topic now? Since they say it's a 7.5, right? Alright, cool. May I ask a question? Have you ever known Aladdin for being on not knowing how to talk to a woman, not knowing how to flirt, not being his charismatic self? They neutered Aladdin in the movie. Jasmine was more of a goddamn man than Aladdin.
No, we wouldn't say that.
Aladdin, the man who the show sort of Aladdin, even he was in the cave of mysteries. Aladdin was
No
like,
man,
okay.
based on
How
what
many
them
sips are
like
you
I
taking,
said,
my nigga?
that's why we said the
I forgot refill
storyline
soon, you know.
is kinda off track because what them do is they make it them twist it. So them basically say, yo, Jasmine, everybody said Jasmine's a princess and Aladdin was a common person
Yeah.
in the society. So them basically say, yo, when the wishes them didn't figure out because the wish them never make sense. But in basically wish say, yo, him a one prince, so him can get Aladdin. Based on society nowadays, if you don't have money, you can get certain woman. So them kind of them fling that in the movie, which I'm agree with it was shit. But
They
apart
went the
from that,
they went
the
the
movie didn't
feminist
go.
route, as far as I'm concerned. They did. They went the feminist route, saying that just because Jasmine is a woman, she can't rule. That's
Yeah,
feminism right there. And hold on, let's go further, right? They also added that just because she wants to rule, her place is not just being married off and just being a housewife or wife to a prince. That's all feminism notions, by the way, if you weren't aware. But go on, man, listening still. Continue. One more.
say as I said, you're not wrong. Now say you're wrong with that, but I'm saying
Mhm.
the movie overall, despite some of the shit that we've been putting at, the movie overall been good. It was a good watch, even though it didn't clip in long, but it was a good watch. You get me? If them if them actually watch all of the Aladdin movie coming up,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that they didn't, but
They really
I'm
didn't.
assuming they
They
did.
neutered Aladdin.
So it
They
did
It
it
could be
did
really
that
it
did.
didn't
just turn
They
off for the
really
whole movie. They neutered
it,
Aladdin.
it never it didn't it was a little bit above subpar there.
All right, so
Let's put it
Dario,
that
you
way.
have a question.
In comparison to the original movie that we watched as kids,
If we are compared to the original, it's going to be complete garbage.
It is.
That's why
Let me
we
explain.
don't. That's why
Let me
when
why.
I do that's why when
Why?
I watch movies,
Mm-hmm.
I don't compare to what I know. That's why when I tortured myself watching Dragon Ball Evolution, thinking it was going to be something good.
Mark, I'm not saying what Rajiv says is wrong,
All you wicked taste
Some
buds.
old shows really need a revamp, a shaking up, but to the point where the movie,
Space Jam.
the guy would have moved in near Martha. Not act like the guy
Now,
would have moved
now go
near
down
Martha.
there with you, Dario.
I'm not saying Jasmine couldn't be, somewhat the lead, because even when you were watching the animated cartoon episodes, and Jasmine wasn't a damsel in distress. She was more than capable of handling herself.
Not like
She
Cinderella.
wasn't she wasn't
Oops.
the weakling, or like nobody underestimated her. But
Yeah.
all the way they frame this is that Aladdin. Oh my God. Aladdin is Jasmine coming of age. The movie is not based on Aladdin, it's based on Jasmine. And nobody can tell me that. If anybody can honestly say that that movie was based on Aladdin, you're lying. I'm just saying. Now that movie was not based around the man who the movie supposed to be based on. Based on Jasmine. Aladdin was just an extra in the movie. Real talk. Aladdin, though, I'm sure how Aladdin lacked confidence in that movie. Half of the decisions he made, he had to see some form of, when a man don't show himself, he
Yeah.
question everything. That's how bad Aladdin was in his own movie. Aladdin was so helpless. And again, mark you, a man view different. But again, I remember when Aladdin was so charismatic and charming that, this man he's void of masculinity. I don't want goddess about
He was always a take charge kind of
void
person.
of masculinity.
He was a rebel, but we could understand why he was. I'm not saying I watched the new Aladdin movie, but honestly, maybe it's just me, but or maybe it's us who grew up with the original, and maybe we were expecting a bit too much. Maybe.
Maybe we were
Honestly,
expecting a replica.
they could have made the movie. They
Maybe.
could have made the movie where Jasmine still shine and Aladdin was just a complete.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing.
They could have made her. They still could have made her shine in the movie, and Aladdin, play his role. But at the same time, why strip him of what made him him? I'm completely strip
so-
Aladdin of that. If you watch the movie, just saying.
So what I remember is that Jasmine was always like an alpha woman who just needed a sensible alpha man by her side, or because she was, as we say, she was never really a damsel in distress or some little punk ass bitch.
No, she was not.
She was a leader in her own right,
Yeah,
and
but
she wasn't
so,
even like trying to mimic
I wouldn't call her an
a
alpha
man
woman.
or trying to emulate masculine traits or anything like that. She was a leader who was still feminine.
Yeah, she was feminine. Because even if you watch the movie itself, the first one, she married him. She married a street rat. And she never married him for status. She married him because she loved him. You understand? But she was still no
And
dance.
if you think about it as an adult, like they made sense that like they clicked.
Yeah. That's the whole point. But
That and he did literally like save save an entire country, but let's not talk about that.
again, like me say, I agree with Rajiv. Them could have shake up the story, but at the same time, them never have to do it at the expense of destroying the man. That's all I'm saying. You could have made Jasmine.
Fair point. And movies, honestly, movies need to stop with them. Need to stop going in a direction. Like I've seen movies that have showed empowering women, while at the same time not making the man look like a complete dumbass.
No, that's an empowering woman though. It's no, when you can't say it's empowering woman if you're weakening the man. It's literally like you're running fast in the slow lane. That doesn't mean that you're fast. It just means that you're not competing against somebody who can make you better.
Oh, so essentially transgenders. Whoops, did I do that?
It's too early for
Yes,
daycare.
yes, you.
So hard.
Yes,
It's so early, doctor. Come on, yo. There's a record here you fire something.
What? Am I wrong though?
Why so soon though? That's the problem.
Because Bradshaw, I know the minute you start going off on MK, you are going to lose it. So I'm preparing you.
Eventually, I will. I'm not going to corner.
I was just gonna keep quiet and hope that nobody would say anything.
Oh my god. Yo, no, hold on. Honestly, it was there, right? But everybody who except Doctor, like he had to cross that line. Come on. We all knew it was there. It's not like we're idiots here. We could have said it, but we're like, you know what?
I had to.
I even had a better analogy in my head, but okay.
The self-proclaimed asshole. Happy doom. Moving on. Just say.
Hey. You taught me, Bradshaw, if the opening is there, you need to cut first.
Pull up. That means I'm a terrible teacher because I'm control there. I feel you. God damn, I feel it then if somebody cares. You lack self-control. And yo, let me tell you something. A weapon isn't dangerous just because you can use it, A weapon is dangerous just because you know you can use it, but you won't use it. That's what makes you powerful. Do you think I go around and make everybody know that I'm a living weapon? I can do this and I can. No, you don't do that. When people find out you're a living weapon, it's too late. That's my definition of a real weapon. You understand me?
All right, fair enough.
Anyway.
Yeah. So
the emasculating the man doesn't make you a stronger woman.
You understand
it just means that you have no. It's more along the lines of you just not having a choice.
Captain Marvel. Sorry.
You understand me? And it bothered me because I'm like, yo, why them do this to Jasmine? Why them do this to Aladdin? Why them do this to the story? I'm crying out loud. This girl was no pushover. She wasn't a pushover. So I don't know why. why they chose to put her in this alpha super woman.
Money.
Honestly,
Money.
stupid though. You're literally spitting on the original fan base. To pander to who?
Yeah, exactly. So,
Are
alright.
we the original fans that
Think
go
about
watch
it.
a movie?
Think about this,
It's not
Bradshaw.
this new wave age of people. Go watch it because someone is like, yo, the people who say, oh, equality, they don't watch movies. Are we though? The fans, the man them who grew up watching this thing.
When did equality become such a thing in movies, though?
Because feminism corrupted. Feminism and then the pander nation appear, where if you
Like,
don't to these people, you don't like women. Are you serious?
I remember watching movies like there were damsels in distress, but at the same time they were still useful in their own right. I remember watching Tomb Raider, not the new one. As a matter of fact, I was going to put that on the list, but then I remember that Tomb Raider actually did some good things, but we're not going to put it on the list because it's not as bad as people like to make
Let's
it
give
out
you
to
an
be.
example. One of the Superman where Zog and the Kryptonians came,
Yeah,
they could have made Lois Lane so much more than what they chose to use her as.
true.
Lois was not that weak. Lois was not just feminine, but she was no pushover. They could have went with that version of Lois Lane, but no, they went with the I am so weak. I am so this.
No,
I'm
my
like,
thing, it was the cluelessness for me. Like
that
she
is
just all like as soon as something bad happens, like she lost. Like, oh my god,
yes,
something
sir.
bad. Like it kind of annoyed me
Yes, it
Like,
did.
because
Yes, it did.
the cartoon version was not that cringy.
we're literally talking about the woman who single-handedly had the literal strongest being, one of the strongest beings in the universe, wrapped around her hands. So,
Yeah.
and she's, you
No,
know,
but when I talk about that, when I talk about there've been episodes where Lois running. You understand? She was like, we're Superman, no? She took the reins, she run gone in the danger. Not 9 out of 10. When Superman appeared is when
If you even watch some of the Justice League animated movies, even the last one where Flashpoint, I don't remember the name of the last one, where Flashpoint made an alternate future.
Paradox.
Yes. And Lois was like a leader in the rebellion. When my girl pick up her gun and start bush shot, kill people.
Oh yes.
Like the badass she has always been.
Yes, she's always been a badass. Even one episode when 2 henchmen come to kidnap her and she beat the 2 of them. You know what she said? Daddy was a black belt. I was like, wow, that is so awesome. She ain't a pushover. And it's not the men were like puny or some big tick chopped in, and she bust them ass.
That was a turn on for me. I'm not gonna lie.
First of all, no, shit. I don't care. Nobody wants to say anybody. Look, I can't forget the episode where Doomsday literally come and say, "Yo, I am here to kill Superman." My girl boss, I said, over my dead body. It's Victorian alien mass. I looked over and I said, you puny human. Kick the man right in the seat. Bruh, Wonder Woman could have killed Doomsday. She can't get no ratings for me like that. No matter what she do.
And people need to understand something. The anime, now the most of these characters justice. Like for example, Wonder Woman is way more broken than people think she really is. Like
she is
Wonder
the
Woman,
literal combination of every god that ever lived in her realm. She was made to be Superman's equal as according to Zeus. So yes, she is broken.
Even though this is a bit going off topic, again, this also goes back to Wonder Woman 1984. Like they could have used that Wonder Woman from the comics. You know, they could have wrapped the story around that. Wonder Woman in the comics once blocked a being made of infinite a finite shards, and he scattered his shards across the universe. And then this guy was calling the shards back to him to form himself. Wonder Woman blocked every shard coming at her at beyond light speed, way beyond light speed. Blocked every one of them to stop the man from coming back himself. I'm like, what? Well, then I use another material there. I don't know why, because what?
No, but to be fair, still no Bradshaw. The people who they're giving this material to can't use it because they don't have the vision for it. I mean, think about it like this.
Some of them don't even watch the material.
Think about it. Think about it like this. I know we don't want to go off topic too. We may have to talk about it, even though it pisses me off. But Flash is the greatest feat. Could never be used in a Zack Snyder's film. Because one, Zack Snyder wouldn't know how to animate it. Two, Zack Snyder wouldn't make it believable.
That's the problem.
No. Flash outrun death.
Awesome.
Now hear me out. Now, this nigga ran to the end of the universe where there's nothing, and he made death disappear. The black speedster disappeared, and Flash was at the end of the universe. Just white light him, and I said nothing is there. Imagine that being animated in a movie made by Zack Snyder. It would be so comical. It's more comical than what Flash is in his movies as it already. It's bad enough say the Flash is what did they? People take it for a big joke.
Because Zack Snyder made you the Justice League and the Dark Side so dirty. I respect that. Dark Side is another bit.
Why was Flash such a bitch in the Justice League?
Because Zack Snyder has no vision. You feel like the movies. You see, this is the problem that the animated show and the movies the animated show used to have, and the movies are picking up again. They're revolving the movie around the big three, thinking that they're the only heroes that exist. Brother man, Aquaman might only talk to fish, but I've seen this man do things that you wouldn't believe. Flash is stronger than a lot of people know.
But no, that's the problem, sir. Aquaman is actually very broken. But you see, because Zack Snyder doesn't read any of the material, Aquaman is way more broken than people are let on to know. But people don't read, so you know.
No, but here's the thing, Bradshaw. Every DC hero is broken in some way or the other. I mean, if the literal creator of the universe, I look upon the man and I say, I left you people to protect the world, and this is what you do?
let me run you a scenario. Do you remember the king before Aquaman who sank Atlantis to the bottom of the sea?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. In the comic, he was resurrected and he was fighting Flash, and he used this. No, not Flash, Aquaman, and he used the same continent sinking attack on Flash, on Aquaman, and he caught it with his bare hands. Are you serious? We're talking about something that can literally sink America underneath. For example, sink the entire continent of the US underwater, and he caught that with his bare hands. That is broken. But what? But what? And then they say as years pass, people make Aquaman into this big joke. Oh, Aquaman this, Aquaman blah, blah. And it only got worse as time passed. Sad, really sad. And they could have done so much more with them.
I want to hear Aquaman say release the Kraken.
Yeah, but he has, and it has scared the shit out of many villains, except Darkseid, because we know that Darkseid is broken. But that's besides the point.
Not by Zack Snyder standards.
No, Bradshaw, please. I don't want to get upset yet.
Literally,
upset yet.
Drop Darkseid to his knees. Are you serious? Darkseid, the king of apocalypse. We're talking about a man who blitzed Superman in just 2 bucks, slap him across the face, bam bam, and Superman unconscious, and to be leveled by an axe, going down on his knees, one swing, and I'm sure that.
The same man who said Darkseid bows to no one.
Bruh, I must say, this man knocked out Superman in just couple bitch slaps. He didn't even punch him. 1, 2, 3. And someone is unconscious right there.
Darkseid was Ultra Instinct before Ultra Instinct
Oh
existed.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was broken beyond compare.
You will not survive my Omega beams.
By the way, Darkseid is the only person that survived Flashpoint. Yeah. So he still has all them broken powers long before the alternate universe and all
Well,
that.
remember the Darkseid that we're seeing is not actually Darkseid, so
Yeah. Not even close to it.
because technically speaking, if they kill Darkseid, the entire universe is destroyed. Man, literally, there's a literal space with this actual avatar. The man said to time out, I am what holds this world together. So I can't be killed. The creator of the universe couldn't get rid of him, so who will get rid of him?
Which is weird because if you do any research, the dark side that you do see is not the real dark side.
Yeah, it's just an avatar. It's like a doom bot.
Exactly.
But anyways, I think we went off topic for a long.
You think?
But I think we could. Which one?
We covered Aladdin and Wonder Woman.
Yeah. So those two pieces of crap out of the way.
Yeah.
All right. You know,
Like, I want to watch these movies less and less now.
you should. Yeah. Unless you're looking for a way to like just seduce your girlfriend for just couple one good while the movie I play. Yeah. Watch them two movie then.
Oh yeah, I want my money back.
We need a girlfriend to go watch a movie or something.
I still want my money back.
Never mind. Never mind. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Hi, I'm Dario.
Yeah,
But all right, so we are gonna mesh the two pieces of garbage together. So last Airbender and Dragon Ball Evolution happened. That was a very dark time for fans of the series.
I saw the review on Dragon Ball, whatever that one name.
Bro, last time I checked, Goku was not American. Goku actually is a martial arts genius. Chi-Chi is not known alpha woman. The only thing that show did right was actually make Piccolo evil. That's it. That is it. The plot makes no sense. The characters are dislikable. The ultimate move to destroy Mr. Piccolo is the Kamehameha wave. Wow. So our entire fight scene that spanned 3 episodes, which we watched, is degraded to one moment, and Goku blitzes him like it's nothing.
of course.
What?
And then
we got told that this man is a world-ending threat, and Goku magically uses the power of nothingness and defeats Mr. Piccolo.
That's even the power of friendship.
The power of nothingness. The man use real. The man. You know the worst thing. It spits on Street Fighter so much it's not even funny. The man they make so much golden references to Street Fighter. I was audibly cringing and so angry. The man they literally disrespect Street Fighter without trying to disrespect them. Like, I know Ryu doesn't like to fight, but he's not a bitch. And the man they make Goku feel like Ryu, like barefoot walking, not being socially awkward. What? But the most egregious thing is actually making Chi-Chi more useful than she actually is. Chi-Chi is a martial arts genius.
But Chi-Chi was barely a part of the show though. Bulma had more use.
Chi-Chi even stronger than Yamcha.
And this is why. When Mr. the cover after the movie, I decided, well,
yo, y'all gone too far.
I was like, yep, this is gonna be shit. I mean, I watch it. I only really take up on the time, the precious time when I use my money and sex in some rum.
Oi. No, I hear that from you, because at that same time, you go there play a rugby match where you're there and get tackled, so stop in eyes, sir.
And that's even better than sit down and watch a
Yo, go book it, go book it, man. That me I tell you.
Don't get vexed with me because I watch crap. Why you upset with me and I'm
You
missing
don't
watching?
forget Bex if you get roll left again, and that you for no Bex for. That be nice.
And I
Man.
won't, at least I didn't sit down and watch Dragon Ball Z and torture myself.
You did that. You did that. Hey. I said that boy. You said the big number 8 jersey. I want to burn it alive. Here, that I tell you.
I can always get my connection, but you can't get back those hours that you spend watching Dragon Ball Z. You can't get it back, you know.
Yo, this
So
is
don't
what
be
happens when
upset with
some man
me.
no play rugby for a good while. You know? Some man just bitter, you know. Yo.
Hold on. Let me check my scouter. Your pettiness is over 9,000.
Nice one, boy. Nice one.
I'm sorry.
You can't blame me like I'm me telling you go watch.
So hold on. You notice this man literally we did that talk good about the movie and this man ready to go start talk about we are wasting time. Sir,
But it was a waste of time.
sir, go into a bush and die.
It was an utter waste of time, fam. Like a utter
But like,
waste of
I mean,
time.
Chi just made alright for the original part of Dragon Ball. Like Chi made cameo. She wasn't really a main character. Bulma was
Yeah,
a main
man.
character.
Her only useful thing that she did was marrying an alien and giving birth to 2 of them. Like the way she was written was for us to despise her, and we did until we get old and realize that, to be fair, she had a point. But at the same time, we wanted Gohan to be great. But because writers want to,
Chi a good man just want to be there here.
like some people, we not call her name.
The sad part about all of this.
Yeah.
Actually wanted Gohan to be the star of Dragon Ball Z. It wasn't supposed to be Goku. It really wasn't supposed to be Goku.
His original plan, as he stated in the interview, was Goku was supposed to stay dead, Vegeta was supposed to continue training, Gohan was supposed to continue training as well. Everything that happened in the Buu arc was supposed to go according to plan, but Gohan was supposed to be the one to defeat Buu. But no, the fans screamed and complained that Goku needed to be brought back. How can you make Gohan the star of the show? And yet still, them same man complain about Gohan is useless. Bitch, you made this happen.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
I want to know the worst part about it. Toriyama nerfed Gohan so much in the Buu saga, it still pisses me off. It still pisses me off. This man literally surpassed everybody. And in the span of 1 year, he got so weak, he could barely maintain the literal electricity of a Super Saiyan 2 transformation.
Yeah, that's the point. Agree with you. Even let me give a better example. When Frieza came back for Super, right?
Jesus of Bradshaw, why are this? Bradshaw, why are this?
Gohan, Frieza make up Gohan. Frieza's like, yo, don't I know you? He's like, yeah, of course you did. I fight you on Namek. And he's like, oh, you're Kakarot's son. Frieza killed Gohan. Well, yeah, he did. He literally killed Gohan.
He knocked out Gohan with 1 punch.
Damn, him could have killed Gohan with 1 punch. So weak Gohan was. That does rub me the wrong way. We're talking about somebody who was the first Super Saiyan 2. He was the first Super Saiyan 2.
For someone who killed Frieza in Fusion Reborn with 1 punch, it was so disgusting to watch this man not even put up a fight. The man have to get training from Piccolo for game back at Superman. The feelings, it hurt. But the fans screamed and they got what they wanted. They got a character that they dislike. Vegeta still isn't getting justice, and Gohan is as useless as Sakura.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I have to agree with you.
No, it is what it is because we all see the potential, but the writers decided that, the fans decided that no, we want Goku. We want Sasuke.
It wasn't the writers, it's the people who are above Toriyama who say give the fans what they wanted. Toriyama really never wanted Dragon Ball to go further than Frieza dying on Namek. That was supposed to be the end of Dragon Ball Z. The fans spoke.
To be fair, true, but he wanted Gohan to be the star of the show afterwards. I mean, the story was supposed to end at the Buu saga. And then Super happened.
And Super is hot trash.
Well, GT happened as well.
Yeah, but GT was actually nice in spades. We got to see Super Saiyan 4. We got to actually see a likable Goku, an unhinged Goku, what Kakarot could have been. And then what I say, if this nigga became evil, the Earth would be fucked.
The Earth? Fam,
yeah.
The universe.
Yeah, but we know. Yeah, but Goku would have get his ass kicked anyway in the universe. But the Earth would have get frigged up. That's the whole point. Goku said it all the time one moment, man. Say, yo, when I'm in this transformation, I get more violent as the fight goes on. Yes, that's his Saiyan blood speaking.
The man said him can't listen to reason. Him find it hard to listen to reason.
And why should he? It's a literal transformation from the great ape. There is no reasoning.
Exactly.
Brother, this man literally killed someone and smiled. At the first, Goku literally enjoyed killing someone. I'm saying, wait, Vegeta, is that you?
Exactly. I know that now. Then Super does disappoint me all over.
Turn the man back in the same idiot that we met all those years ago.
Yep. And then make it worse. Super make the Super Saiyan Blue, which everybody thought was going to be this life. This Super Saiyan Blue is like Super Saiyan transformation. Everybody can backside pass. You know? People literally have
Super Saiyan Blue isn't that spectacular though. When I really understood it, Super Saiyan Blue wasn't that spectacular.
When it first appeared, it was only good for me because the soundtrack was actually lit.
Was a super.
Hold on, I think we went off track though. We're supposed to be shitting on Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yeah, but it kind of plays into Dragon Ball Evolution to an extent. Dragon Ball Evolution is literally why this shit happened. Think about it. Zine, that movie was an abomination, right? And Dragon Ball Z lost credibility as time went by. The last Airbender was shit, but Avatar came back stronger. I don't know how many times I've watched Aang versus Ozai. And some man I thought about, yo, Aang, pussy Aang should have killed Ozai. I'm like, bruh.
He's a pacifist.
No.
Yeah. You know who me I throw a word for. You must know who me I throw a word for, Dario. You must know. You must know who me I throw a word for. Cause boho, man, if Kiyoshi did, me say, why people even like Kiyoshi? She didn't even win her fight. The man literally sacrificed his own life, and the man say, yo, Kiyoshi, you're not shit.
Hang, it's just hang.
Hang the man name, but hang. Move fast, yo. Man, fool. Yo, man. Yo, petition for a red card.
Yo, it's not me, you know. It's a director of the movie. It is a director of the movie, so the man name is
yo. For ridiculing and disrespecting the legend's name, I petition for a red card.
I didn't.
Bradshaw, do you second?
Anything. I director say so you can't do me nothing.
That's not where they have carried in it.
The director said it is not hang.
This man silent for over half an hour and the man ready to just start chat. Yo, me hear the man.
And it is not Zuko. The man named
Zuko. What I never got still, how can you disrespect Dragon Ball Z? Dragon Ball Z made anime what it is today.
Yes. It made
transformation. It literally kicked open. It didn't open it. It blew up the freaking door.
First of all, Dragon Ball Z is what made anime creators realize, like, wait, we can do power-ups? What?
Transformations?
We can do transformations. We're going to get stronger.
People can get stronger by being angry? What?
I'll tell you this. It hurt me because it shouldn't have been that way. the man have enough material. They had enough material. They could have made a decent movie out of Dragon. Come on, yo. They could have made a decent movie.
They could have followed the
It's
same
like they
script.
purposely tried to insult them.
They literally could have, they could have just, they could have gone with the original story. Goku fighting Demon King Piccolo. Piccolo's father. He defeats him. Piccolo's father spit out the egg. Piccolo Jr. is born. They do the fight. Goku spares his life. We move from there. It could have been a Harry Potter-esque series, and they would be fine. They would have been fine.
Yep.
They had the money, they had the backing from the fans, they had the backing of brother. Toriyama go out and say, yo, this movie is a disgrace.
Yep.
And that's saying something from a man who has created several shockers of movies for DBZ. But guess what? The soundtrack alone make you go want to watch a movie them in the time there. Remember people used to shit on how they hate Broly. I'm like, but y'all like Kale and Kefla? What? Huh? Kefla, Kale, who is literally feminist Broly? What?
Feminine Broly.
That people talk about, oh, he has no character development. This nigga is a psychopath. He hates Goku for crying for 24 hours. Psychopathic behavior. This nigga
Why
blows
else
up.
do you need to develop?
He hates everything because he hates his father. That's very dark as far as I'm concerned.
The man was born sleep deprived. Then the man was assaulted as a child. Then the man developed daddy issues. Like, what more you want?
No, they want a full fleshed out story with like a Gohan, and then he become completely useless after. Yeah, man, that's perfect character development.
The man ragdolled the entire team.
I prefer the original costume for Broly than the new one. I prefer him with the gold
I share that sentiment, Bradshaw. But here's where I think the new movie outdid the old one. I will always have the old Broly as my favorite, but the new Broly, you get the sense that he's not as psychopathic as he really is. You start to understand,
because Broly has become a friend of Goku's now.
True, but then you know what makes it even sweeter for me? There's actually someone who can kick Goku's ass at will now without even trying. This man doesn't need to go Super Saiyan to beat Goku. The man can just be base and beat him. So that is satisfying for me. What's not satisfying is seeing Broly die twice to the same set of people and in such a dumb way. Though, to be fair, there was only one way he would die, and it was through the stab wounds. And I think the second movie actually did Gohan better than how he ever was, because as weak as he was, if I did Vegeta would probably get knocked out in in 5 seconds. No disrespect to the man. Rate him. But Vegeta, weak when it comes to certain things. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, I think his anger closes judgment, and he just does dumb shit.
No, anger. When the man fight Broly, the man was doing good for like about 5 seconds, and then Broly just smash him in at the wall, and the man say, "What? Done already? Well, I guess you're just like the rest. All a bunch of trash."
When Cooler was kicking him in the dick.
Let's not talk about it.
So I say, we'll cover Dragon Ball. What else we cover again?
Also now Fast 9 and then the Piece de Resistance.
All right.
Let's
take it away, guys, because I haven't watched this.
So hold on there. We're trying to know what Fast 9 now.
She's the one actually wastes her money.
Where's that?
We're trying to know what Fast 9.
I watched it solely so we could shit on it. Don't judge me.
All right. Give me a second. Let me ask my wife if she can put commentary on Fast 9. I actually did watch it, but my wife is
all right.
But when she
Hold on a Bradshaw. All right. So first movie, we are introduced to the crew. Dam, Letty, Mia, Vince, the whole 9 yard. Brian is an undercover cop. Can't drive for shit. And we go from there, get this. The man literally, the man blow up in exhaust and he will carry in the first race scene in the movie. I thought, but the man could have drive and he just start, brother.
Him could drive. Him just didn't want.
The man could not drive. Me not argue with
Him just didn't put. Him just didn't over there. The man.
Brother,
come on.
Bradshaw.
I said movie we talk about.
If a man consistently see one error on his computer and I use NAS, that means that clear indication this man cannot drive
at the time.
Man, Rajiv. Brother, the man couldn't.
We find more being a brother.
Go on, talk, Rajiv. Now listen.
The man just did not try win.
Try win what? The man couldn't drive.
That's him do. The man could have. Yo, me find more being a brother. What me say? The man could drive.
Get me care if I can find more forward. I have something for you, man. I have something for you.
The man could have drive. The man just did not try win. So he
try win what?
Totally ignore everything and that's again. That's why the exhaust blow.
The man could have drive and the man blow the whole exhaust and the whole engine fire up. The man, this man.
Come on, no, be serious. Be serious.
Brother, if you did say, oh, Jesse couldn't drive, Jesse couldn't drive, would understand a little bit. What is man I thought
no, Jesse couldn't drive. Jesse didn't just know if it design. Jesse couldn't drive for shit.
How you feel defend a man who are trying to race damn and blow out the whole exhaust and the engine and fire?
That's the whole point. The man that try to beat them, so the man say, you know what? Fuck it. Just go feed anything
So Rajiv, so let me ask you something. A man I run left you, and you are run as fast as you can, and you can't close the gap none time. You are look for me and tell me say you do a good job.
Me not stop run.
Never ask if you are stop run. Answer my question, no, sir.
Yeah, that's not do a good job. Me running down same way. Me I do a good job. Me running down same way. No stop.
You can't, brother. Brian was as horrible as a driver as Sean was in Tokyo Drift. You can't tell me nothing.
Brother, the man never won. The man never won. The man didn't just
try to win. Exhaust engine and got that about the man could have tried.
Anyways. Just try to win. Yeah,
man, stop nice, man. Boy, I play devil's advocate. It's fuck.
Yo, man, I knock off faster place to watch, you know.
Someone else have one knock off.
The wish version. The wish version you watch.
Yo, I feel say you're suffering from some issues, you know, so yo, you need to seek a therapist.
Which version faster face of watching?
Hey, before I was interrupted by Mufasa over here, as I was saying, man couldn't drive, full stop. The man get introduced to the crew, and love our such man that, and then we got introduced to the concept of family.
Love our father, I'm love our mad sister.
Jesus, sister. You can't stop interrupting me so I can't talk.
But yeah, you get the facts wrong, so I correct you. I'm sister.
What we say wrong about? We say me at the woman and this man.
Yeah, we say my daughter.
When we say daughter? When we say no.
You said daughter.
Okay. You just want name off man head, eh?
No, man, you have no man head. Yo, red card for sounding like a fish. One off that. One off that.
I daughter, you say.
Yo, one off all of that boy at boy off man. Hey boy, yo, mine, you know.
Yeah, talk about.
Hey, no Spanish don't no supposed to move like a palm tree, so you know, so yeah,
continue, sir. Continue.
Must shake it, sir.
Continue so make you correct again.
No, I'm not play much against you, never move so shaky, you know, I want him.
They won't too long.
Yeah.
What would you say about me?
No man, you have ways and means, man.
I have not done any ways or means, sir.
You're not a chance to explain it already. Yo. If you get dangerous, you know. Rajiv, the bless of you.
I won't lie, this is the first me and Rajiv laugh so much, but yeah, it's a good look.
Yo, as long as my friend is happy.
Jaja,
You know, right?
But anyways, Tokyo Drift, right? We saw this nigga die, pinned to a car, right? Seatbelt on and everything. Car get T-bone suplex, the whole 9 yard and car blow up. And Fast 9 I try to make me believe that this man survived. And the explanation is so dumb. He was pulled out of the car by Deckard Shaw.
Yeah, that didn't utter rubbish. Yes. Literally. Because I see how he can get pulled out of
So
here.
so
When the
so
car blow
so
up right
so
in
let me get
front
this
of
straight.
him.
So Deckard Shaw walk around the side, take him out of the car, tell him to walk one, and then turn the next side and go up on the phone and tell Dominic Turner, say, yo, you don't know me, but you're about to.
Yeah.
This is how you know say Fast and the Furious lost their mind when they made right apart there. Because the guy who would have drive with Han in the Firebird, when Han can't, he actually walked towards the car to try to save Han, and they blew up him, jump back with.
Exactly.
Walking towards the car to try to save him friend. So it don't make no sense. You understand me? But that's just I'm just saying.
No, this is why I keep on saying, you know.
Yeah, you see if the camera angles in different, like if they're not focused
No,
on the next brother.
No, Rajiv.
If they're not
Hold on,
focused on the
Rajiv.
next
Me
brother,
tell you why
they're
the
gonna
camera
focus
angles
on the
and can
carrier.
different. Zine, tell you why the camera angles and can different. Fast 7 and Tokyo Drift. There's a video on YouTube. Sorry, I never open my browser for come and share screen. Some could show them. There's a video there, but they show the complete different two angle them side by side on each other. And you see clearly where Deckard Shaw was driving from. Though to be fair, I don't know how Deckard Shaw managed to catch up to them. And them the super car there. The man have a all time Mercedes Benz drive, but you know, Fast and Furious logic. Man T-bone the car. You see exactly when Deckard come out of the car, look on the car burn. So the man they pinned like this, and the man walk away. Oh, the man come out of the car. How?
Sir, I must say, sir, the man was tied down, and before the car exploded, he stretched one arm hand towards you, and you have to walk towards to try to save when the car blew.
The seatbelt and drive out. I want to tell.
What?
Rajiv.
Again, that HP red card, no boy. Don't show up. Yes, you know. Got me attention, Rajiv. We are trying.
The man cut the seatbelt and drive out and repeated that.
Alright. Yo, red card, right about now. For the foolishness what this boy I keep up.
What? There's no other explanation.
So is it second then?
Rajiv, think about what you are trying to tell these people. The man hand pin. Where the man get the space to take something to cut the seatbelt, Rajiv?
Never know. I think a Shaw cut the seatbelt.
Remember, the driver side did mash up in the original Tokyo Drift.
Alright.
Hold on, Bradshaw.
What other explanation is there?
It's a right-hand drive car, you know. It's a right-handed drive car. So the left side full of glass and fire. They must say the NAS in the car like the fire in my own. So fire upon that side. Whoa, the man come out of the car.
What other explanation is there?
Unless they summoned the Shenron and had the Dragon Balls and had to bring back this man to life.
Rajiv, and this is why movie nowadays don't make no sense no more. Because movies, even Star Wars, we have not got Star Wars. Don't forget that one. Star Wars, utter garbage. What again?
Listen to me now. Jason Statham did not have the catch. The man untouchable. So the man just cut the seatbelt and drag out the man.
Sir,
replace him with a dummy.
The man is not no Steven Seagal, so stop this foolish about untouchable.
Don't do it. Do not mention Steven Seagal. Bruh, as a child, the movies were so awkward. When I became a teenager and watched one of those movies, and this nigga was surrounded by 100 dudes with guns, and niggas dropped their guns just to fight him, and they couldn't ambush. Don't. Thou shalt
Me
not
not say,
set the
me
Dario.
not say why.
Dario,
Me
hold
not
on.
go have a gun
Dario, there was a hold
and
on, there
Jack
was a
might go for
movie.
fight somebody. Me
I
I shoot
remember
in your
movie.
backside with it. Fight what? You
Hold
must
on,
be mad.
hold on, hold on. Remember Jamaica, them used to have a movie with Steven Seagal, them called Nico and the Dread them. Nico and the Dread them. This is what he was fighting Screwface and him brother and all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Jamaican Rasta with guns. And you tell me say, Stephen find a way to beat all of them. Guns, Rasta. Gun. We talk about Jamaican. You see, this doesn't make no sense. We quick to fire boss and then ask after. So it doesn't make no sense. But
Hey,
he
that man
somehow
they never usually get scratched, you know. That man they was untouchable.
So I start learning martial arts and realize the Steve Seagal his fighting style isn't an actual practical fighting style. No offense.
Well, you
Practice.
can't blame the man, you know, and the people that write the movies still. The man just are the actor.
He is one of the producers for most of the movies, so yeah, tell me, say.
Yes.
Yes, he is. Yes, he
So if
is.
they
He
produce them can't get touched. Cool.
Yeah.
Once it's in the script, you get,
You
especially in
want
the
to
latter
know,
movies,
you want to
he
know
goes the
who's
whole movie without getting a single hit.
hold on. You know who's the only person to have ever beat Steven Seagal or give him a good fight in a one-eye movie them? Best one I can guess. He's a dead man now. The man
Well,
made
be a dead
history.
man. We are talking
Bruce
about.
Lee?
Who that?
No. Steven Seagal picked me for Bruce Lee. No. He's black.
Who that?
You can't forget what?
Oh, who that?
He's a rapper. Still not figure it out yet.
No,
No.
enough dead black rapper the boat, you know, sir.
No, but we're
Be
talking
more
about
specific.
this one black is the only person to ever harm Steven Seagal now in a film movie them. As in fight back and actually lick him them dirtiness. So
I have
his
no
name,
idea what you're talking about.
his name is
The name, brother, the name
DMX.
is there. But I may picture the face, but I can't remember the name.
Who?
DMX.
Oh, yeah, I mean, now which movie I talk about?
Only man ever
I
damage
mean, now
him.
which movie I talk about?
Legitimately bust, punch and kick him back. I'm like, oh shit, Steven Seagal can get lick. How many woman one is up? The immortal one is losing his power. The invincible one, well, in turn off him invincibility cloak. Oh my god, and of all people who have beat him ass, DMX who have no martial arts training is giving a 7-degree black belt in Aikido. It's like, wow. This this makes no sense. I mean, I'm not saying, you know, DMX can defend himself, but
Yeah, you're putting the what would I put this? The A-class students against the class rat. And the class rat is whooping his
and the rat
ass.
holding on against him. Holding on against him when it should be a blowout fight. Yeah, DMX kick, give tongue backside, box and kick and tongue. I'm like, wow.
It's technically like every Power Rangers fight ever.
True.
I know this is after me, but I've never understood why when Power Rangers are make their show, why did I just make all of the Rangers just jump the man them? Just jump the man them and win. Jesus Christ.
Because it's catering to kids.
Man, kid friendly my ass. I remember a specific episode me watching the Last Galaxy. The 9/11 attacks are fresh in everybody's mind. And Mr. Building a blow up left, right, and center with suicide bombers. Kid friendly my ass. Light speed rescue with literal demons in a kid friendly my ass.
Yo, maybe honest with you. One of the best foreign, even though this is going way off topic.
As per usual, but people love it.
But out of every Power Ranger, I actually sit down and enjoy the actual story with them. Actually spend time, develop a proper story. Last Galaxy.
Yo, Bradshaw, you're good, dude.
Best story them ever write. Apart and Time Force is good too. No feel no way. Time Force up there. I like Time Force second. If it wasn't for Last Galaxy, Time Force would probably be number one.
Last Galaxy have the best story. Time Force focused on the reality of life.
Best story, best. I mean, yo, I mean, it went so far that Power Ranger even had a romantic relationship with an actual working romantic relationship between Rangers and even when Pink Ranger got killed, I was like, I actually felt that. I actually feel sad to drop out. The story was actually good.
One of my earliest childhood crushes, Kimberly.
Yeah, but the way the writers did, well, to be fair, Power Ranger, the behind the scenes stuff did kind of a breakthrough in a Power Ranger. So a lot of stuff did kind of messy, very messy.
Billy being gay, the Black Ranger being subjected to racism. What if I things that?
The Yellow Ranger literally dying after one episode, bruh. But oh, Power Rangers, very good series, but bruh, the dark stuff, brother. So dark stuff for them putting in the show, it is not for the faint of heart. And people are about kid friendly my ass. When Trakina go on the station and literally use our soldiers as suicide bombers, the man them say, yo, hear me, I say, anyhow, this one next season Power Rangers will lock off all of this. And from that, them never do it again.
I want to blow up the command center.
Yeah.
I was like, what? How? This don't make no sense. Somebody way more intelligent than her reader couldn't do this shit. This nincompoop with our bones do a reader couldn't do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, talk about diva attacks. Oh that.
She mentioned. Sorry.
Yeah.
She do. Well, reader repulsor. A way more intelligent, way more ancient fighting monster couldn't do. This idiot do.
That's why Turbo is the 2 seasons of Turbo is regarded as the 2 worst seasons in Power Rangers history.
Yeah.
And that's saying something when something like Megaforce exists.
I thought, honestly, Megaforce was, we call it a last potential because it could have been so much better.
No, it was. I tell people say, oh, they wanted the fan service, but they did it in such a stupid way.
Backfired. Like Megaforce is probably one of the most disliked Power Ranger season ever.
It and Samurai, but Samurai did some things right and a lot of things bad.
Terrible. Samurai did kind of follow the original protocols, and again, me get what you say, but it wasn't that bad.
No, it never that bad. But the thing that pissed me off the most, right? The whole plot twist with the man's sister at the original Red Ranger, and yet still him have to save the whole planet. What? Make it make sense.
Again,
he has been in hiding, perfecting the so-called powerful sealing symbol power, and it still never worked.
Again.
And you know the worst part, Master Zandred has to be one of the latest Power Rangers villains. The man did nothing for a whole season and only appeared for 5 episodes and still died.
Alright. But all of the mentors them for the Power Rangers, the mentor is the worst one.
Yeah, because he sucked too much of Jaden dick apparently. And I say that with no apology.
God, doctor. But yeah, it's not even that. He literally does nothing. Like, apart from the few words, that's it. Like, him not teach them nothing. All him's like, you need to harness so. So I'm like, teach him how to harness it. You're only telling him, nigga, what the hell are you here for? What the fuck are you here for?
Bro, Brother Zardan was literally a freaking head in a jar and did so much more.
Oh, yeah. Crying out loud, they went to space to try and save him.
But and he ended up dying anyway. But sacrificed himself and actually saved the world himself. That's how I really say, In Space was the only season where the Power Rangers weren't the ones who saved the world, technically speaking.
One of that now is what them do after we never like his replacement.
Yeah, we don't speak about it.
That's garbage.
We don't speak about it.
It's like this.
We don't do that here.
Brother,
these are the best.
Sensu is probably one of the most annoying robots I've ever seen in Power Rangers, and that is saying something.
Who that?
Sensu, what they use for like make us a mini alpha. The man's so annoying. He says literally nothing of motivation.
Well, It's only what, maybe honest with you, I never got that chance to really dive into Mystic Force. I heard it's good, but
It's good, but here the problem with Mystic Force suffer from. And the same thing what Samurai suffer from too. It a focus on the Red Ranger and fails to do so. Because them clearly say, oh, he's the child of prophecy, and yet still, this man don't think I think the only fight he ever won single-handedly by himself was when he combined with Fireheart, and apart from that, Korag has kicked his ass so much. I think even to this day, he's still getting his ass kicked.
So, again, my problem. We spiral way off a topic now.
As per usual, but I'm enjoying it. I really enjoy myself right about now. Not telling you that.
You love you, me too.
I think we only have one topic left still, so.
Hallelujah. Bring it on, bring it on. That is it. That is it for that one. Yeah.
Free at last, free at last. Bradshaw, your hatred is free at last.
Here tell them, that's more like disappointment. But
he will unleash an ultimate evil, and you will not be able to stop it.
No, it's called honest.
Honest.
It's called honest.
From the thriller, come out to Mortal Kombat and then his original song. But this time I now watch it. Because you have to have Mortal Kombat and have the original song. Like,
so that is yo, you know say you
like what?
You hold on. You know say you, Julius and Loans, the tree underneath just going around dustbin and just flinging yourself in there and just disappear. Yo, you see when the man they make the comment, I got so annoyed. Me say, me say, could I get the best sex on our life, put on a plate with gold dust throwing around, I still find something to complain about.
Well, if something to complain about, then then make a complain about it. You can't have Mortal Kombat.
I was one of the person who say, the original music, that was, I say, it wasn't as big of a deal, but the movie itself was shit. That's the whole point. Music.
I bet if they add the music, you should have make it.
No, it wouldn't be. No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. They could have.
That's why I've been wasting time watching
it because they could have added Luke. They could have added Luke Yang bicycle kick. They might do that weird sound, and it still would have made the movie good.
Yo,
sir, even the
original sound they from the game coming right up to every other movie they make. Brother, mother watch what the first movie they watch what they make the
brother, I think the only thing
the new one.
Before we even segue into it, I think the only thing I enjoyed about that movie was Sub-Zero's freezing off Jax's and then blowing it apart. That's probably the only thing I enjoyed. The man then go silent to Kombat.
I haven't watched it, so I'm gonna be quiet.
But as I said, me not watch it, me not watch it, but as I said.
What?
The original stuff.
Yeah, before we segue into it, F9 is a hot piece of mess, and Vin Diesel said there's 2 more movies, and then when they end it, it's just become
cash out. Watch F9 yet. I'm not watch F9 yet.
Brother, save your money, save the trouble, save the popcorn where you go, yes, save the drinks. Don't watch it, please. I beg you.
No, honestly speaking, might get a watch to see if it's
Rajiv, there's a literal magnet card, and the man then go to space.
Yeah, I see that part. I don't know why they're in a space. Still, I don't know. I might get a watch. I don't make up my mind yet. I might get a watch.
All I'm saying is F9 is a literal spit in the face of the fans and who so loyal to the cause.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a disgrace to Paul Walker's legacy. A big disgrace. And the fact say the man they make the man character name show up in the last scene, bruh. The anger that seethed through my teeth when the man enter about Brian, another man brother, then put in the man.
Well, if on it this way.
Don't raise the blood pressure, sir.
Yeah.
Me get over it. Me really say, Justin Lin and they're saying him merry men and merry women. Them really are trying to It makes somebody take a gun to the head and bust out the little bit of brain what they have left. But you know, to each his own.
It's heartbreaking, really. It really is.
Imagine the man dead and the man name can't rest. Imagine. Boy, man, I tell you. Oh. But anyways, the final masterpiece, the grandstand finale, the one everyone has been waiting for. And Mr. Lowndes, I hope you don't get into your feelings, but here's the honest truth.
There's so much
The new
more
Mortal
can be.
Kombat movie was
Let's
garbage.
It was. It was because they had 20 years to make it into the blockbuster it was supposed to be. Crying out loud, Mortal Kombat 1 was way better. The scenery, and this was on a cheaper budget. Yet they couldn't make the story make sense. You understand me?
But keep telling that mother name again.
Sindel.
I mean, Sindel didn't even get much screen time in the first one, and she did one scream, and I think she got fanboys over that one movie.
Two.
Bruh.
That was part 2. That was Mortal Kombat 2.
Shit, man, I mix them up. I mean, for God's sake, Scorpion was much more likable in the originals. Me just not get it. Me really not get what the trailer was deceiving. The action was deceiving. They made it seem as they say, "Yo, we're going to get fleshed out, new rebooted story that actually makes it fun to watch." Yet,
then they turned Mortal Kombat political, and that's what killed it.
Yeah.
And the only thing that saved that stupid movie was Kano.
Oh yeah, his humor was very refreshing. He reminds me so much of his original character. I mean, for a guy that's so dislikable, he's actually very funny. But honestly, what I thought was the original problem at first was that the emphasis made on the Sub-Zero Scorpion fight was pushing it. And then we don't see Scorpion for the next. How long was the movie again, Bradshaw?
How long was that garbage? I think like hour and 45 minutes, maybe 2.
Yeah, so he appeared in like one of the opening scenes. He dies. We hear his name and don't see him back until close to the very end when Cole is about to be killed by Sub-Zero. Then we hear this bullshit about, oh, Cole's actually Scorpion's descendant. Huh?
That's not the part that rubbed me the wrong way. The fact that the only way they could make that fight be, feasible is to take away Scorpion's ability of teleport. Because if he did have it, he would need Cole. The fight would have over so fast. This is why they had to nerf it. And they just, let's give it to Melina.
No, but they nerfed Behan as well. Behan went out like a bitch.
Not really. He fought. To
be fair, he still died in the original games and the movie and then something. But think about it, Bradshaw. Like, at least he put up a fight.
At least he put up a fight. Yes, he did. Cole, on the other hand, served no purpose. I'm sorry.
I'm convinced they tried to make a younger Johnny Cage likable. We didn't want him to be likable. Johnny Cage was always an asshole when he was younger. That was what made him likable.
But Johnny Cage wasn't in this one.
Them talk about how they are going to look for him in at the end, so they mentioned his name anyway. So I said, why you never just use him then? The man was literally there as comic relief and to be the asshole of the humans. And he was good at it. He got under everyone's skin. Everyone. Shao Kahn literally look at the man and say, I hope Goro kills you. And the man destroyed Goro. The same Goro who destroyed the great Kung Lao, who was Earth's greatest fighter at the time. And he did it with no effort.
Yep. I feel no way now. Like I said, I tell people, say, yo, I not hate the movie, but I'm utterly disappointed. like there's again they could have done so much. Outworld. Why didn't they use like images of the first Outworld to make the second Outworld? Why them decide to go probably one of the stupidest route by turning Outworld into a sand pit with this big statue of Shokan on the front. Like it's mostly sand and a few little, they don't even look like good communities, bro. And I'm like, wow, this is
Outworld, Outworld people living in harmony. Aren't these people slaves?
Under the tyrannical rule of Shao Kahn the Conqueror.
I mean, we hear Shao Kahn's name like what, 2-3 times, and I don't think he even shows up.
I know that.
I know the worst part. I don't think I wanted to see him because I don't think I wanted to see a flimsy Shao Kahn, to be honest.
Yeah, me too. But here's my problem with all of that, though, right? My problem is that them putting characters that literally were just fillers, like
Reptile.
Not just Reptile. Even so, they chose to give him his humanoid, and not his humanoid form, his says his Caesarean form, which is so stupid. Why would you go that route first? I mean, you go humanoid first, and if them do damage humanoid, you shed the skin and then take on the reptilian form. That make more sense, right? But no, them go the easy route because them no want to do the hard work. Okay, this is so stupid. This is so stupid. And then you're watching and then you're like, okay, this reptile don't have nothing special about him. He's not even fighting like. Remember when reptile just buck Liu Kang? How him that put it on Liu Kang's skin when he finally go into the humanoid form?
And the worst thing about it, the only reason Liu Kang struggled so much in the original was because Liu Kang underestimated how strong Reptile was. I mean, to be honest, anybody would underestimate a snake-looking nigga who probably they would have just spit on. But like Reptile is like one of the most dangerous fighters in the Mortal Kombat universe. Not even just the tournament, the universe. I mean, he's pitiful.
He's an assassin. He's an assassin.
Yeah.
That's a mistake. He's originally an assassin. You think Reptile was sent just to do observation? He has corrosive acid in his body that he can put in a drink and watch it drink it and die. So all he needs to do is just catch a cup and then look and just draw a little acid in it and you that. Eat that. That's it. And you will die. But brother man, like myself, them could have done the movie with way more justice.
The movie easily could have been, and it was so easy. They had the material, they had the money. For God's sakes, they had the backing of NetherRealm Studios. And then the fight sequences were just so awkward. So awkward. Like, I'm not expecting like 1,500 combos from Kung Lao and then seeing a flying hat come across the screen, but like, even the old-time Shaolin movie them we used to run, go watch on Friday daytime, they were much more effective. I mean, the man they make a bag of nice and you make it seem like I get a 9, you see me, but
yeah.
Yo, those movies are the bomb.
Yo,
yes, they were.
Brother, I said, I did that watch Mask Avengers, my youth. Yo, I laughed him a week. Yeah, man, this brother fly with a nowhere, dead. What, my youth? Yo, them man, they could have gone in the Mortal Kombat movie and do it justice without even trying.
Repeat that?
Yeah?
Repeat that?
No, I said the guys who like act them old Shaolin movie they will use to watch, them could have gone at the Mortal Kombat movie shit show them make it so much easier. Like, I'm pretty sure those guys don't ask for much to be a fight coordinator. If they hear about Mortal Kombat. The man go there and say, oh, scene? Word? Ah, cool. But look on the fight scene. God said, look on cold training scene. Kung Lao taking it easy on fighters. What?
Yeah.
Kung Lao,
Again,
the
my question.
insecure
Yeah.
self-esteem.
Yeah.
Kung Lao taking it easy. What? This man literally lives in the shadow of Liu Kang. The man is literally a Vegeta. And this man take easy on this random dude. What? And the worst part, it's getting a sequel. So they might make a part 2 garbage. Jesus Christ. Oh boy. Bradshaw gonna go sleep now.
No, it's not.
So clearing the sinus.
Yeah. Disappointed.
Hey, do you guys have the Saharan dust thing over your place? Cause I haven't jogged in days. Cause every morning.
Well,
I haven't seen any strange dust in Montego Bay.
I don't see no dust, but as in it does affect me in the morning times.
I think the cloud is passing over Jamaica though. Not
Yeah.
sure if I full thing. Yo, but after big, I mean, I don't remember how when Sahara and those first come at Jamaica, how everybody literally reacted, and the rest of, and I think me, you, and Rajib just like, this is just like an average Tuesday. What are you people worried about?
It just means I'm stuffy for an additional month out of the year.
I mean, we were wearing masks long before masks were even in style. I mean, what do you mean? Yeah, tell us, Rajib gonna go sleep and okay, mute for a while now.
Yeah, he's been mute for like
either that time finally gonna go take his shit. One out of the two. But yeah, I mean, they kind of expect say you go around, but we think because
if one did not create the group, wouldn't realize.
Sir, my phone is plugged in and charging over the side, so I wouldn't be preying the group.
Get out. Get out.
Let's see where about that one. What's that, Dario? Anything else you want to say?
Anything I have to say about this episode in general?
If Martha Kombat, I mean, I know you're probably not going to watch it now, considering how horrible we were, but I mean,
I never watched it. I probably won't, or any of these other movies that we spoke about tonight.
Oh crap! I almost forget the main one that I said. I almost forget, but continue. I have one more only for that, then we can disappear.
What is it?
Harry Potter.
How is Harry Potter crap?
It's not crap, but
could have been better.
That, and I have a gripe with the same thing that I mentioned to you guys the other night. I understand that he's overcompensating. But why? For the love of God, does she know everything more than everyone? Even the people who have been there before her. It makes no sense. You could study for the rest of your life. You cannot have more knowledge.
It's called studying, sir, and being inquisitive.
That you really work for your red card. You really work for your red card. Brother, this girl have more knowledge than Voldemort. Let that sink in. Let's think about it for a second. I brought you a sinus. I'm snoring. I try to think of another gripe, but I think that's the only one I really have. That, and I think the way people like to misunderstand like the whole Severus Snape bit. I mean, Harry Potter probably the only movie out of the whole bunch what we have on the list that actually has any credibility left in this world about now, to be honest.
I would say the reason why Hermione was a literal know-it-all. I think it still goes back to the overcompensate. I mean, in addition to her magical power, knowledge is also power. So in order to be ahead of everybody else, since them don't have not magical parents and all them things, she probably just tried nosy around and learn shit.
Yeah, but should it really be to the extent where you know more than even the magical families?
Well, yeah, that's sleeping now.
That brother is knocked out.
Right. He's muted.
Brother the knockout cool.
CSR silence all the time, but yeah, I think we've covered all we need to cover and shit and all. Although half of the segment we went so far off topic, not even funny.
So we're going back to what we'll do next week. Going back to regular scheduled program or something else?
Next week I want us to cover why you should have reasons to understand that going into a relationship with co-workers may or may not make you lose your sanity.
So you're in charge of next week again.
Yeah, I'm more of like
I'm not complaining. It's less writing for me.
Oh, so that yeah, take personal. Because
no, sir. I put a lot of effort into the topics, and I actually write down notes, watch videos.
I write notes too. I mean, I'm more freelance and flexible, but I write notes too, to an extent.
That's why I have so many like sub points. Some things are simpler than others.
Honestly,
like,
I
try to something like really big. Then I break out my textbook and I have like pages.
I try to have some point, but then we just come and say, you know what, it's true. Emails. What are your input? And then we just go from this stuff. We just more freelance that way. But I think I will have structure to next week's topics because I really want to talk about it and say, both the male and female side. I know the females are going to be like, no, it shouldn't be or some bullshit like that. I mean, I'm on the 50-50 side. It can work, but you have to know I have.
It depends on the it's like dating your classmate. Once you have sense.
Sense is not so common.
Unfortunately.
Not unfortunately. But yeah. I think we want to use the call center and the customer service environments mostly because them are very
call center is riddled with immature people. There are people in their 30s at the call center that still think like 16. I'm not sure how, but they just all gravitate there.
Nah, call name. I'm call name them. I'll find me.
But Bridget, I remember I was at a call center the one at UE. And this chick was going to beat up this next chick because she thought the chick was chatting to her man.
Yeah.
Now, the chick is just genuinely nice and friendly, and like she's logging off and she run joke and go touch the next girl man on his shoulder, like what did I talk and I run joke. My girl pats the man on his shoulders and she's laughing and like she leaving now. Girlfriend just turned the corner and saw her patting her man on the shoulder. Start strutting towards next girl. And right before her hand grabs her ponytail, somebody else pulls the girlfriend away. Like, yo, chill. She didn't mean anything by it. And my girl didn't even know her life was in danger. My girl was so innocent and clueless, she didn't even know her life was in danger. Her girlfriend was killer.
James, I'm leaving you for the night.
Man even had to resign because the manager didn't like half his best friend. His best friend was a female.
I'll see you guys on the next episode.
We are on. You have no not do tomorrow, man. Stay,
Sir,
man.
we still
Have
have to
the
do
people that
Ruggers
work
Corner
tomorrow,
because you
know
were
what I'm talking
asleep.
about. Have the people that work tomorrow, sir.
Man, the people in work can skull for your day, man. I want to tell my youth.
Yeah, I go pay me.
No, he's not sleeping with the supervisor anymore.
I was never sleeping with my supervisor. I wanna get this
And
job.
then
Your previous job.
And
When
then
I
you
get
call
this
me
Your
job.
previous
germs.
job.
And then you call me germs. After me not tell people past business like this on podcast, sir, with recording going on.
I was never
What?
with any
It's in the
supervisor,
past.
so
God
when we
has
get them,
forgiven
when
him,
we
and
get
so have I.
information from.
Anyway,
And you still mention it, boy, you forgive, yo, you see you
Eh?
undercover germs.
Hold on. Where you get the information from? Which supervisor I didn't talk to? I sleep with. I was never
I
with
have
any
Taja.
supervisor, no.
I have to twin them as proof.
No,
Rajiv
yes, I
skipped
can
work
go
like
court.
3 days in a row. I will say, yo, is the supervisor gonna be okay with this?
Yes, I
So
can
the
go
supervisor, my
court.
response. And
Yes, I
I was
can go
so
court,
at one
sir.
point we're like, Rajiv, you've never done this before, like skipping work 3 days in a row. Rajiv, are you sleeping with the supervisor?
Bro.
Easy now.
Yes, I can go court. That was your interpretation of things. Do you have hard proof that I was?
So Rajiv, I'm not sleep. You just did that way upon the right opportunity.
I was never nothing, sir.
He was fraternizing then.
What is that word? I don't even know what that word means.
Use Google search.
Google.
Use Google search. We don't know what it means.
Hey, stop spreading rumors for me. I was a good employee, and I'm still a
Just
good
like I was a
employee.
decent Christian Rasta boy.
Hey, we're not calling to question say you're not a good employee. We're not saying you not do your work on the people them job now. Well, not me, but Dario have it say you sleep with the people them supervisor and woman, so you know.
Yes, until you provide proof, it's a lie.
But the man have three.
You realize he didn't say no.
But the man have 3 eyewitness reports, so I don't know what more.
No. No, in
Okay, our evidence is circumstantial at best. However, you do the thing then.
I know things we're doing, sir, so you have to be more specific.
Hey, Rajiv, mind you know, you're going down a very slippery slope in the sir.
I'm talking about the things that with you and a female, you know. I don't know which things you talking about, you know, sir.
Mr. Have a good night, gents.
Good night, sir.
I am going to get some rest and people at work tomorrow morning that I'm not even a supervisor.
I don't know why I'm going to bed so early for now, because he now wake up too early tomorrow morning. He could wake up
Exactly.
You could wake up tomorrow morning and say, hold on, right, at the time I'm supposed to log on. All right, I'm going to go for the people and wake up.
No, I know, honestly, wake up at least 1 hour or 30 minutes before work in the morning.
Yeah, and go back, go sleep.
No, man, no, boost up the laptop and get everything running.
And go back, go sleep.
Yo, I need a new laptop so badly.
Bro, oi, Dario, I need a battery for this. This battery, they are 23%, and it may not make it good up no more. Because if this laptop dies, God go with me.
I thought you were gonna order one through Amazon.
Yeah, but me I will go in town tomorrow, go down on a computer depot and Radio Shack to see what kind of battery them sell and see if it can fit with this. We have to unscrew whatever.
Anyways,
but it can fit.
I'll see you guys next time.
All right, later.
All right, I think we can stop record because no, the Dario so if you say I don't want it, we cut and recording so. Yes.